Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jakey here for another reaction, and today I'm reacting to Creature Commandos Season 1 Episode 1. Now, from the get-go, if you're new to the channel and you're like, oh, let me go onto here and see what this guy's like, I just want to let you know from the get-go that I'm not a huge comic reader. I go into things quite blind. I obviously have read comics here and there, but I'm more of a moving picture visual person, and then I go to the original source material, because I think the original source material tends to be, when you read that first, it doesn't, the thing that comes after is never really good. Whereas if you watch something first and it's good, then you're like, cool, let me go back to the original source material, and usually that's better, so then you're happy with both. That's how I work. Now, I've got an alarm going off, hold on, sorry about that. Yeah, so so that's what I'm like. So I'm like that with a lot of things, even stuff that I appreciate, like Marvel and DC and Star Wars. I tend to watch before reading, that sort of thing, and that's just I just prefer it. Now, DC itself. Let's briefly just talk about DC itself. I think that DC has created some of the best comic book films. Series wise, nothing's really jumping out at me. His thing is that I think that a lot of DC series that have been created, that have been created, like for the CW, like Flash and Arrow, their way of storytelling, it's not for me. And you know, here's the thing is that I've watched those shows, you know, and I've stuck with them. I persevered with pretty much all of them, and watched all the series. And then after a while, I was like, why am I watching something I'm not really enjoying? Because the way they tell the stories in the series were just not for me. It's just how to structure the show. I don't like 22 to 24 episode seasons. How you can tell the story is going to be, oh, we've got a villain, they've beaten us. Here's the we've got a villain. Let's stop the villain. We can't stop the villain. How do we stop the villain? This is how we stop the villain. We stop the villain, and then that's it. And that's just not me. I don't like that type of series. So I much prefer other series that have come out, you know, that are sort of like written shorter but with a overarching story. That's me personally. As for DC, yeah, but I love a lot of DC characters. Now, briefly touching on James Gunn, I really enjoyed Peacemaker. I didn't react to that season 1, but I will be reacting to season 2 when it comes out. I didn't have the channel at the time when I watched it, but thought Peacemaker was great. Thought the Suicide Squad was great as well. So I really love James Gunn as a director, and I love him. I love his Guardians films, and I think him at the helm, someone that not only appreciates the source material and knows the source material, but is willing to give people I'm going to go with a less realistic version of DC, because people will only know quite a bit of the DC universe from the realism, as much real as you can do, that people try and portray with like, you know, how they said that he's basically just going, nah, sod that, we're having Crypto the dog. And then this lineup of Creature Commandos first. Who'd have thought Creature Commandos would in first? I don't even know them. As for the, but I think that James Gunn is willing to go like, let's just do it, and people will probably just love it because, you know, we're using characters that they hadn't seen before, used before, and it's gonna be different. And I really do think James Gunn's DC universe will succeed. Whether it's as big as Marvel, I don't think so. I think the Marvel train, which people are saying that's crashed now, but it hasn't. It's just slowed down. Marvel's still great, but I don't think it will hit the heights of the Marvel train. But you know, it might, and I wish him luck. And I'll be here along the way watching all the films, and I'll react to all the TV shows on here. Now, as for Creature Commandos, briefly, I have no idea. I know that, listen, I know the voice actors are all involved, are people I know, you know, like, Frank Grillo, who's playing Rick Flag Sr. You then have David Harbour, and everyone else is left by Ed there. But I know that you're gonna have more people. I know it's a ragtag crew of people. I don't know whether it's supposed to be like Suicide Squad or if it's going to be its own little thing. I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm excited to go into something new and get introduced to this. Get a soft introduction into this universe from these characters and from James Gunn. Anyway, I've talked loads for an intro that I don't normally do. Well, I do, but I don't like to do it to bore you straight away. So hopefully you've stuck around. But just giving you a brief understanding of me, what I think of DC Universe, James Gunn, and the Creature Commandos. So rather than talk any more rubbish, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to stop here and jump into reaction. So I hope I enjoyed the episode. I hope that you enjoy the reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hitting the notification bell. That'll be superb. But other than that, see you on the other side. Hi there, guys. Before we jump into reaction, I want you to know, unfortunately, the sound got messed up. So I think the sound on the video itself, the episode I'm self watching, is a bit too loud. So just letting you know, unfortunately, I've recognised it after the recording, and I'm going to rectify that for the next episodes for the episodes going forward. So sorry if it's a little bit too loud, but it will be rectified. I assure you. Enjoy the reaction. Nice, like it.
Sons of Themyscira violently crossed the border into Bakolistan.
Right, okay, yeah.
The Sons are said to be
Hold
working at the...
I'm already taking it back a bit there. So that's Rick Flag Sr. and Amanda Waller. Played by Frank Grillo. And I would say Annalise Keating, but that's her character from How to Get Away with Murder. No, it's Viola Davis.
Said to be working at the behest of the rogue Amazonian and reputed sorceress
Ooh,
Circe.
rogue Amazonian,
Circe
okay.
claimed to be the rightful all-female island nation of Themyscira. Inside sources,
The dream.
Circe has promised the Sons that once the downfall of Bakolistan is achieved, she will lead them
I'm
to
liking the
conquer
animation so
Themyscira.
far.
I mean, you tell me, oh, dude, only women can live there? What? That's so sexist, bro.
Where they have the most incredible, the woke feminists out there.
Why do only girls get such cool water? All over the world, our rights as men are being denigrated.
What a bunch of clowns.
Right?
Dangerous clowns. You'd understand that true friendship is built on petroleum deposits, especially unmined ones in a backward-ass country that's never taken advantage of their natural
I'm
resources.
so happy they've kept Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. So happy. Alright, this is a Viola Davis stan account, right? I don't care. She is fucking fantastic. She is unreal. She is, I think, one of the best actresses of our time. Do not care. I will fight anyone for that. She is magnificent in everything that she is in. And her as Amanda Waller is just... It's wonderful because she's again, the character can be so cold-hearted, and she is a cold-hearted bitch. She is. But to go for it like that, to then all of a sudden just to be the most animalistic, aggressive, emotional person ever. Oh God, I love her. I love her so much. Viola Davis. Mwah. Here we go.
I thought Congress put a stop to all Task Force X activities since your daughter outed you.
Technically, Congress said Argus can't use incarcerated human beings as mission operatives any longer.
Okay, so here we go. So, yes, because this is supposed to be canon, isn't it? Is that this is officially canon now? So, this show, so it is continuing on from Peacemaker. So her daughter did at the end of Peacemaker out her as using, criminals like Peacemaker and like all the people in Suicide Squad as well. That. Okay, cool. Because they said that, I'm fairly certain Gunn said that it's going to be on pretty much 4 levels. I'm fairly certain the canon, and it'll be animation, film, television. No, animation is part of television as well, but I think he was basically said it was like part of these mediums, and it was animation, film, television, and games, didn't he say? So I'm interested about the games part, but that's a story for another day.
is the Belle Reve Non-Human Interment Division. For over 50 years,
shit.
only those at the uppermost levels of security clearance are
Weasel,
aware
for
of
fuck's
its
sake.
past.
Sean
By
Gunn
using
getting
these
his acting
prisoners,
roles
I
again.
think these assholes aren't human.
She's not human?
Is a
On a
corpse human?
technicality. Oh, that's...
We don't know.
Oh, that's a question. That's a debate for another day. Is someone who was human that is now dead actually human still? That's a debate for another day. She knows what she's doing. By the time they talk about it, she would have been on like if they're like, oh, we have to talk about it in Congress and here's the moral debate. She would have completed all the issues she wanted. And probably had her head blown off as well.
The Bride.
Nice.
Who's
No idea
chasing
who
the
she is.
Argonauts?
Dr. Phosphorus. He
Dr.
has a
Phosphorus.
ratty-
You know what? I need to actually write their names down. Because I've forgotten already.
Well, how does that radiation affect the people around them?
If you don't sleep in the same room with him, the effects should be minimal.
Oh, you'd hate to be his
Consider it a
bunk
free
mate.
vasectomy.
Oh! That's good to know.
It's one of the few soldiers still alive from Project Starfish in
There we go.
Corto Maltese.
Project
so we know it
Starfish
has what
mentioned.
it takes to survive. I didn't mean to intimate anything about your sun flag.
I completely forgot when I said canon that we lost Rick Flag Jr. I completely forgot that. So now my heart is broken because what a... Oh, James Gunn did so well in that film. Did so well. But still... My poor flaggies. Junior and senior.
When he died in Corto Maltese, he died a hero.
That
See,
one looks
here's
like
the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're a liar because he was trying to out you. So I know you know that you don't like his son. Let's hope. Imagine that comes out later on, but we'll see.
That dishwasher killed over 300 Nazis in World War II.
Yes.
I
Thank
would have
you.
dismantled
Well
it, but
done.
I thought it might come in use some GI robot.
Nice. Love that.
Last
What use is she walking around in a fishbowl?
Yeah. What?
get her in water, it's a different story.
Okay, so that's
She's the
so we.
smartest and most reasonable of the bunch.
That's cool.
She-
What I will say is that we now have we haven't really got someone that could deal with the air now. So I'd imagine we'll have to. Sure, most teams is like, oh well, this person can take people from above. This people can do stuff in water. No, like that's how it works. So I'm interested to see who we got that can eventually fly because it isn't just 4 creatures. There's more. They can't go. Yeah, Flag. Do you think Waller? Nice, that's great animation. Do you think Waller would enter a room without
This
being safe?
is your new Task Force M. M for monster.
Yeah,
Also known
that's silly.
as...
Right, I'm here for this. I am absolutely here for this intro. I'm gonna love every second of this. I don't know whether I could you show it all, but if I don't, just know that I'm enjoying this intro. Alan Tudyk. I have no idea who's in this. Maybe I forgot. There's Herbert. Grillo. Nice. That's Grillo. Nice. Well done, Gunn. Throwing yourself in the... Well done, Gunn. Allowing yourself to get thrown into the intro. I appreciate that from you. The Collywobbles.
There's an osprey waiting to...
Alright, so turns out the plane is just the air sports.
I know.
Are you smiling?
Yes.
Sarcastically?
Not another
GI
plane for
robot is
Weasel.
detecting unease. Could he be in fear of being discovered as Nazi scum?
No. Put your arm, your gun down.
It's this little thing just going to constantly just think assume everyone's just a Nazi. Is that why he has 300 Nazi kills? Because he just assumed everyone was a Nazi.
Supposedly he had a bad experience the last trip he took on this Osprey, that's all.
Yeah, let's be nice to him.
Are we in goddamn
died.
Pakistan?
Oh my god, is he pissing?
Oh,
He's
jeez.
pissing!
He is an animal.
Son of a bitch! God, it's on my leg! Look at the satisfied look on his face!
No one thought to take him out for a walk?
You better not be looking at me right now.
Where they're really making the royals look
Looks like
horrible.
the gene pool was above ground and inflatable, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Flag, don't fall in love, please. He's fallen in love.
Your middle name is Bill.
Yes?
Not like William?
No.
Whose middle name is Bill?
That's weird.
Mine,
That is
okay?
weird, actually. Now they've brought that up.
Princess Stovic.
We're going to have to kill you.
What? Alexei.
I am sorry. We must only do sacred customary vow in this castle.
This guy
Everyone
must be in love with her as well. Oh, he's just a savage.
I am making joke. For a minute, I think you're going to make mess in your pants, huh?
It's so stupid.
We like to say, "Wazza."
Oh, a couple of decades late with that.
Current with your popular cultural references. Thank you. You're welcome. Sarcastic smile. Now, I have questions.
Oh, he likes his well done. Ugh. Oh no! The Nazi killing robot can't eat. He's still attended.
They've been living.
We don't stand on ceremony here.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Wayne.
Then,
Let's not stand on ceremony here. Mr. Wayne.
That is the
Oh,
queen.
that bitch dead.
Yes, mother, of
Oh,
course.
you may as well
she
be
says
dead.
she's pleased you're here.
oh.
The bride is
You
more
see why I'm
likely.
taking care of...
Some diesel fuel, please, for our robot
Aw,
friend.
Yes, madam.
That's
Right
nice.
away, madam.
I do not enjoy landscapes devoid of dead Nazis, Miss Nina. Can Miss Nina and G.I. Robot be killing Nazis soon? Miss Waller promised it would be soon.
I think
It's been
he's going to be my
so
favorite
long
character.
since G.I. Robot would like to kill Nazis with you.
That's
Would
romantic.
you like to kill Nazis with G.I. Robot?
If
Yes.
I killed Nazis with anyone.
G.I. Robot has been waiting for a friend to kill Nazis with for 74 years, 23.
That's worrying.
Why was
Is no
he
one worried
in
he's
prison?
killing him?
So 27 children.
Oh.
He hasn't shown any violent tendencies since then, so I wouldn't fret. Also, wouldn't invite the
Well,
school
imagine he
choir to
actually
the castle.
hasn't killed anyone.
Oh no. Army won, but it is backwards. Always rejecting progress is corrupt.
This is such a
It is my
ridiculous
most cherished
scene.
dream to
What are
lead
you
my
all
people
doing?
into the... Are you married, Richard Flagg?
No. I was once, but my wife ended up being my least favorite aspect of that 21st
Right,
century-year-old gung-ho.
So not
I
a
will
dead
avoid
wife,
that part of the
wife he just
21st
hates.
century then.
Later, he joined the military because he loved our country and he wanted to make it a better place. Yeah. Boy, was an improvement on me in every way. Would have liked to introduce the two of you. I have a feeling you would have gotten on like a house on fire.
Moving a bit fast, Mr.
A
Flag.
house on fire does not seem good.
No, it's
Who is
supposed
the
to be a
voice
good...
actress for her? Who? I'm going to do some notes and I'm going to see if it hits me whilst I'm doing the notes. I finished the notes and it still hasn't hit me, so I'll see if it's almost there. I think I recognise their voice. It kind of reminds me of no. I'm not saying anything because that's a wicked guess, and if I'm wrong, I look like a gobshite. So, let's continue.
But I'm much more fond of older men. I'd like to show you something.
Oh well, straight up to that bedroom, please.
Just this wonderful armor.
Oh, indeed, a wonderful.
That's not an armoire.
Armor.
Listen,
Wonderful.
Yes.
I'm here to protect you.
To protect me from loneliness.
No.
Flag.
From
Flag.
much passion.
No.
Flag. Flag. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing your son. Your dead son is ashamed of you. If we sort of learn... That's bad. That's awful. I shouldn't have said that. But if we learn anything from James Gunn's Suicide Squad, Flag sort of got a little bit more cooler, more charming. Literally, whilst on mission, he was there having beer, doing shots. So I think your son would be doing this, and you should. Let's do this. Come on. Please.
Look, I think we need to get some shut-eye so we can put a cogent plan in place in the morning. I'll leave G.I. Robot to go at the door.
He only kills Nazis.
Richard.
Oh, okay. She best be a villain. Okay, she best be awful and evil. Yeah, okay. It has to be. Watch when it's... Imagine it's someone in disguise, right? Someone in disguise that's pretending to be her that's like monstrous or something like that. And they'd be like, oh, thank God I didn't have sex with her, that sort of thing.
September of 1944.
He's listing.
I fought at the Battle of
He's talking to no
a whopping 92 dead Nazis in October of 1944.
Oh, he thinks he's talking to Weasel.
At the
He's
Battle of
asleep.
Aachen.
That's cool. Is this her going to sleep or relaxing or meditating? Right, where are you going?
Bride, how'd you get down here?
I walked down the stairs.
Very fast.
No one tried to stop you.
Dad will use the remote to shock you, and then we all get shocked. Seems like a flaw in the system to me to get shocked even when I didn't do anything wrong. It was like the feeling
I
of
mean, it's one of those ones where it's like, if you punish everyone, then they will then turn on the person that should have just been punished singularly. So that would then stop that person from doing things again. It's a way to sort of like, there's a term for it, I don't know, but it makes sense to punish everyone will then get the group to make that person stop doing it, because then it's that peer pressure that that's I don't know what the term is, but yeah.
Fish.
Our money is not called rubles.
Yeah, I know. It was meant to be insulting. Just give me some cash.
Oh, bless him. She's gonna take. Oh, she took it all.
Thank you. She means to say thank you.
No, I don't mean anything of the sort. Yeah, that's right.
We shouldn't leave.
Oh, look, no one is forcing you
There's
to
a taxi
come.
right outside the palace. That's weird.
Znajdź lika de starute imienia na Frankenstein.
She said Frankenstein. Yeah, look how the rich live compared to the poor. You're not being very quiet, are you? We had to just hover over the package.
Hey.
Oh my goodness, you're really desperate to not get shot again. Oh, flag.
Fuck me!
Oh, F-bomb. I didn't think we were going to get F-bomb in this episode. How are we going to stop this whole mansion from, like, burning to the ground? Bitch, get frying pan! That's smart, other than it, smart. Oh, suplex. Get hooked, nerds.
No, please no!
Richard?
Phosphorus, you idiot! You think Waller would give me the only remote? You'd be hopping around.
He's got an unbelievably good point. Why would you think the sole remote would just stay there? That's the... He is an idiot. He's an absolute idiot. Great fight scene, but an absolute idiot. Also, he did all that in his boxers next to the guy that could, you know, give him a free vasectomy. So, I mean, if he's worried about having, you know, another Flag Junior with this new lovely lady Alana, then he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. You know, all those soldiers in those sacks are dead.
If I told... I'm not here to torture you. We're supposed to be on the same damn team.
Oh, is that going to get through to him? I guess it is sort of almost having a gun to your head, isn't it? Like working with him, so maybe want to get him to remove that gun by taking the detonator. But still, we are a team, buddy. Time to start acting like it.
What is this place?
Where I was born.
Oh, Frankenstein's bride. The bride, okay. Oh, you look very Russian. You look very Soviet. You're the most Soviet-looking person that... the most Soviet-looking person they could draw. That was brilliant. Why did they do that? in all the animation to just throw in a live action photo of the twink Zac Efron. Okay, so this is actually Frankenstein.
My bride.
Oh,
After
it is.
all these years.
And that's
I found you.
That's Herbert. Well, she's found you. That's David Herbert. And that guy's my reaction to Creature Commandos Season 1, Episode 1. Really enjoyed that. That was very fast-paced. It was goofy at points, but it was enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Go and introduce these characters that you don't really see often. Or the only person that we see often is... that we've seen here is, well, Amanda Waller and Weasel, you know. So we get to introduce these characters and try to show that it is not necessarily the Suicide Squad again, but something different. Obviously, it's along the same lines that they're a task force. Rather than Task Force X, it's Task Force M. So I get, you know, it's mirroring but different. But I think that to have this show in animation probably is the perfect introduction, because it's straight away, this is canon events, these are canon characters, and we're now dealing with Frankenstein and his bride, a Nazi killing robot that is obsessed with killing Nazis. You know, we already had Weasel, we know that, but you know, and then we have Nina, like a little big old fish, you know what I mean, and Dr. Thesaurus, you know, Thesaurus. Anyway, either way, you're dealing with characters that are part of canon event, but you can't. I don't think you could throw these straight into live action straight away because it's so big, it's so redonkulous. So I think animation is a great key for them, and it just has the vibe for the characters, the fast-paced sort of vibe and craziness to it. It's like, yeah, no, this is Task Force M. We're monsters. Let's get going. Boom, bam. We're at this weird Russian mansion having parties and stuff like that. It's obviously it's Polkistan, but you know it's Soviet. But yeah, so I thought that was great. Really enjoyed that. But yeah, I'm very happy about the first episode. I thought it was great. It's really got a nice vibe going. But yeah, I'm just going to go through my notes. Again, the fact that we have things that are canon, you know, we literally talk about Corto Maltese, Project Starfish, Amanda Waller's daughter outing her, you know, Rick Flag Jr. dying at the well, he died a hero, but you know, Waller doesn't think that. But yeah, thought that was great. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that it is like establishing where we need to be as part of James Gunn's world. I guess what's good about James Gunn basically said that from this point onwards, the things that I mentioned will be canon, and the things that will be changed because of what happened in The Flash. The Flash itself as a film is one of the most awful things I've ever seen in my life, but it had to be done. No, it didn't have to be done. Anyway, but my point is that it happened and now they've adapted to it, and going forward now we just have to accept. Some people go like, I personally would have liked it. I know, let's put it this way, is that I know that I really enjoyed Peacemaker. I think John Cena's Peacemaker is really, really good. I think that he's great role for him, and I think James Gunn did brilliantly, even for the Peacemaker series. But I will say that when I thought we were going to get when I was going to get his DC universe, I was like, well, that's a shame that we did Peacemaker beforehand, but we have to start from scratch because we can't get rid of Cavill and Batfleck and those ones are the only the man that plays Cyborg, who, bless him, he don't think he'd go back to DC anyway. How they treated him, Joss Whedon treated him, and how they allowed Joss Whedon to do it. But yeah, and what's his face? And it's a shame because Aquaman as well. His name's leaving me. Hold on, I need to pause and think for a second on him rather than search on him. Jason Momoa. Yeah. So having him, and we don't mention the other one. But those guys, I thought I really enjoyed them. But once we were establishing that we were getting rid of them, I was like, cool, we're getting rid of everyone. So the fact is that at the time I was like, oh, well, how are we going to work around it? Like, sort of, and I think some people might think it's a bit of a cop out to get rid of the main ones, but keep the ones he's already done. But at the same time, it's like he started the journey, he started that journey, he started those creations. So I guess he gets to continue it. But at least we now know from this point onwards it is canon, and they're basically just going to change up the main character stories and stuff like that. But yeah. So yeah, so let me just get this over here. So yeah, so hello. Again, like the fact that non-human assholes rather than human assholes, which is what Task Force X was. Even though Weasel's part of that and King Shark, but you know, that doesn't matter. They've had to redefine it because of the law. Again, Flag being literally, again, it's canon event. His son was killed. Waller was the one that kind of allowed it to happen, but didn't. You know, but it's a whole thing. But yeah. It's sad, but it gives great weight to the character as well. Actually, really does. That intro was great, fun, fast, quick, done. Really enjoy it. James Gunn having himself in it was great. Well done, him. He deserves anything he wants, Mr. Gunn. The Pakistan people are crazy. I think they like to, especially with this with the animation, they like to make them a bit more animated, let's say. But again, they make them a little bit more looser. The people that are Soviets in these sort of things, and I think it just goes well, I guess, with the feel, the vibe of the show, and the vibe of the country, I guess. To even have them at the banquet, just then, again, they were used to the prison food, and then bam, they're just there having steak, being able to make it well done. Weasel just chasing after food like a dog, and then cuts them outside again, literally just sort of like throwing the bone for Weasel, and he's like running around. Again, interested to see if he actually did kill those children. I am interested to see that. I think I'm going to enjoy G.I. Robot. Something about the idea of a Nazi robot that is just desperate to kill Nazis and nothing else. As a part of me is like, what if you might have to literally go like, shoot that person, that's a Nazi, shoot that person, that's a Nazi. You know? And something about is that bit of him just sorry, there's a helicopter right above me. Yeah, wanted to kill Nazis. Sorry, I've got bad chest at the moment. Wanted to kill Nazis, and now he has a friend to kill Nazis with. To then also be just like when everyone's asleep, just think Weasel's asleep as well next to him, but he's just talking about all the Nazis he's killed. It's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Flag being brought up to the room and being honourable, I guess. Listen, great animation to make that character look sexy. Like they did well. Really laying on thick. And Flag, I guess, just has morals. His son's morals were a little bit looser. Not as loose as her clothing was, but you know. But whether she ends up turning out to be some sort of monster or not, we'll see. Whether that's as in like a physical sense or she's just evil, we'll see. Maybe he might eventually give in, who knows, and create another little baby with her. Maybe not after the fight scene with Dr. Thesaurus, but we'll see. But yeah, but good on him. He's a better man than most people. So yeah. But again, that moment of not giving us a dead wife, by the way, just they're 18, they didn't like each other, they divorced. That's got that vibe. Well done. A lot of people just were like, where's the mother? Dead. Just out there, just dead. So, like the fact that we have got just a divorced wife. But yeah, so. But again, I like the Ember Flag again, giving it like sort of weight to the show, where it is like he did everything he did, join the army for his son, and then his son joined it because he loved this country and he was a better man. He made him a better man and did everything. He was just a great man and died for his country, etc., etc. Yeah, I thought that was that was lovely. I then just wrote down no sex after this, by the way. That note, I said Flag remembers son, and then wrote down no sex, and then I did a sad face. But yeah, but then that then leads to the fight scene with again. great animation, great. Gunn loves his music, so his choice of music and this was fun. It was fluid. It fit the moments. There was the thing I was saying, like, and sometimes James Gunn throws music in there, and it's like, this shouldn't fit, but it kind of does. It wasn't like that in this one. I was like, oh, this fits. So it fits. Well done, Mr. Gunn. But yeah, I thought that fight scene was done well. I don't know how the rest of the mansion's not ablaze, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah. And then him basically sort of like saying, why would you think I would only have the only detonator? Again, such a stupid thing for that character to think, but it is what it is, I guess. But okay, but I like Flag's earnestness to be like, we're on the same team. I wouldn't, come on, don't be a dickhead. Not in those words, but you know what I mean. But yeah. And then we haven't had much of the bride and or Nina. I think her name's Nina. I didn't really catch her name in the start, and I didn't really see her name in the intro. But I thought, yeah, I thought the characters were sort of subtle prior to that moment where it is sort of like, I'm leaving, give me the money. Like, the bride, it does seem a bit like a dick, you know, she's a bit of a dick. And I think obviously Nina's obviously incarcerated for maybe just to stop her from, you know, maybe she was doing something humanitarian and got arrested, or to stop her from hurting people even though she doesn't want to. Who knows? But she seems to be like the sweet one. They said she's the smart one, but she seems like the sweet one of the group. Maybe she's absolutely savage in fights. We'll see. But yeah, I completely didn't work out the whole sort of Frankenstein aspect of it. Frankenstein's bride, and then to get Frankenstein at the end, I'm fairly certain I recognise Harbour's voice there, David Harbour. So yeah, I'm excited for this next episode. So rather than carry on talking any more rubbish, I think I'm just going to end this here and watch the second episode. So really enjoyed that first episode, guys. So yeah, so leave it here. So thank you for watching. Please like the video, comment down below what you think of this episode. What do you think of these characters? Is there any characters that are your favourites, that are your least favourites? What do you think of the casting? What do you think of the animation so far? What do you think of GI Robot? You know, what do you think of Flag Senior turning down a goddess? All that sort of stuff. Comment down below. What do you if you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get a notification every time I upload. Bunch of other videos down around here to me and other people. I do reactions to DC. I'm for starting from Penguin and this now. I also do reactions to other things like Marvel. I've done the Phase 1 to 3, the Infinity Saga, the films with my mate Josh. He hadn't seen them. I also did reactions to TV shows. Have done since Moon Knight. Most recently Agatha. All along, and coming up will be Spider-Man, Daredevil, etc. Things like that. I've also do reactions to Doctor Who, big Doctor Who fan. I do Doctor Who reactions by myself. I do Shooty's first season and a Christmas special. Specials, should I say, because there's one coming out on Christmas Day. I'll be doing reaction to that on Boxing Day. I also do reactions to Doctor Who with my little brother Charlie. We're on David Tennant's second season. He's currently with Martha. I also do other reactions to things like, most recently it's been... House of Dragon Season 2, The Boys Season 4, Umbrella Academy Season 4, Rings of Power Season 2. Yeah, and what else? What did I just react to? You say? I'm also doing reactions to Star Wars stuff. Have done since Obi-Wan Kenobi as part of Disney Plus. I also, and I've most recently reacted to The Acolyte, which is up there, and I'm currently reacting to Skeleton Crew. But Skeleton Crew. But I've also done reactions to the TV shows, obviously, since Obi-Wan, and I did reactions to Star Wars Rebels, as well as Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Jedi, things like that. So if anything like that sounds like it takes your fancy, guys, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you out there.